Margaret Cho reflects on complicated history with Ellen DeGeneres. Margaret Cho is opening up about her long and complicated relationship with Ellen DeGeneres, and her candid remarks are shedding new light on the behind-the-scenes dynamic between two of comedy's most prominent women. The 56-year-old stand-up comedian recently appeared on the Kelly Mantle Show podcast, where she spoke frankly about how her relationship with the former talk show host evolved over the years, and why she believes DeGeneres was never truly warm toward her, despite their long history. "Ellen's someone I've known for such a long time," Cho began. But her tone quickly shifted as she admitted, "It's so weird now, the public perception of her is finally more true to who she actually is. She's mean. She was like a mean girl, kind of, but also she could turn around and be really nice too." Cho, who has spent decades breaking barriers in the world of comedy, explained that the complicated dynamic between her and DeGeneres may have stemmed from something surprisingly personal. "I think she always had negative feelings toward me because her girlfriends and wives always liked me," Cho speculated. "There's a kind of woman who really loves a female comic. And that may have rubbed her the wrong way." Though the two comedians have shared stages and studios over the years, Cho says DeGeneres was never warm to her, especially as their careers evolved in different directions. "Yeah, Ellen was really weird and not nice to me for most of my career," Cho recalled. She recounted how she had once opened for DeGeneres way before her big fame, back in the 1980s when Ellen was still performing in comedy clubs and hadn't yet become a household name. But when Cho later appeared on the Ellen DeGeneres Show in the 2000s, their shared history seemed completely erased. "She acted like we just met," Cho said, still surprised by the cold reception. "And I'm like, what? That's weird. We go way back." One memory that particularly stung for Cho involved none other than David Bowie. According to Cho, the music icon had been a guest on Ellen's talk show in April 2004, around the time he performed in Los Angeles. Bowie had apparently been delighted by Cho's presence at his concert the night before. She had shown up in an elaborate Chinese emperor costume, something Bowie found fascinating and delightful. "He was really thrilled about it and he talked at length about it on Ellen's show," Cho said. But to her dismay, that entire segment was cut from the broadcast. "It's so creepy and weird," she said. "The producer, who's a good friend of mine, had to call me and say, 'I can't believe she did this,' but she cut it out of the show. You need to know that he was going on and on about your outfit. He loves you." Though it's unclear why the footage was edited out, Cho can't help but take it personally. "Maybe it was for time," she said, "but still I'm going to take it personally because I decided to." As for DeGeneres, she has largely kept quiet about such claims in recent years. After ending her daytime talk show in May 2022 following a string of toxic workplace allegations, the 67-year-old has kept a relatively low profile. In September 2024, she returned to the spotlight with her final Netflix stand-up special, Ellen DeGeneres, For Your Approval, where she spoke openly about how the controversy affected her mental health and career. Following the end of her show and a turbulent few years in the public eye, DeGeneres and her wife, Portia de Rossi, made the decision to relocate abroad. The couple found a quiet home in the English countryside, far from the pressures of Hollywood, and have been spending their time away from the spotlight. While DeGeneres representatives have yet to comment on Cho's recent remarks, the conversation is already sparking renewed debate over the comedian's legacy and whether her public image ever matched the reality behind the scenes. For Cho, who has spent decades using comedy to challenge societal norms and share uncomfortable truths, speaking out is simply part of her nature, even when it involves big names like Ellen DeGeneres. "It's not about starting drama," Cho said during the podcast. "It's just about being honest. And my experience with her? It was complicated. And sometimes it was just really not okay."